Sagittarius, welcome back to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. And for the night, welcome. Started Sagittarius. Your overall channel message for your next 7 is trusting your instincts. Okay. And doing so, you're going to definitely need to stand your ground. This is something that you've been wanting to do for quite some time. So you are in the right. Okay. This is not only you standing on your boundaries. You know that this is going to turn over new leaves in your life. And you're not allowing anyone to stop motivation or stop the way that you have admiration just for if there's admiration for some sense of well-being or existence and some your growth. You're not looking for admiration from others because you're giving it to yourself. You're finding ways to be able to do so in the next 72. So do understand in the next 72, yes, do stand your ground, and you don't have to be aggressive doing so. Actually, your actions is actually being the highlight of you standing your ground. So those, for some of you Sagittarius who want to come to confront you, they are, I'm going to say it, they don't have the bravery to approach your admiration that you are highlighting, your growth of maturity as well. So it's kind of like the maker. The maker sees the eye of the maker sees them own self. So you don't have to have any worries in the next 72. I don't know what that stating means. You can look into that, but that's how it came out. So for those of you who are fire signs, you're dealing with the fire sign. This is Sagittarius' energy in the next 72. You're more than welcome to stay for additional messages. Let's go ahead and tap in. All inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. Thank you. All right, let's look at some alleged messages that come out. Someone's absolute reality is, it's like it may not be, you know how, let's say we say we're going to learn something, right? It could be really simple, like learning how to properly wash dishes, right? And so as you're going through the steps to learn something, during the process of learning something, you realize your own recipe on what worked for you. You're smarter than working harder. Or everyone's work ethics are differently. Some people working harder, to them it's working smarter because it keeps them occupied in a way, if that makes sense. So your ultimate reality may not be how you envisioned it, but it's where it's supposed to be. That's allowing you to, it's allowing your good deeds to be highly spoken of. It's like it's absolute, straightforward, straight up, all truth, no lie, no BS. So if that's just say on the side note, if that type of stuff was to arise, you're using wisdom. This is your ancestors here. This is confirming to me allegedly that the wisdom has been passed down to you. So it's like you're not reacting. So you are following your instincts here. And I feel like it's in a proper way. Sagittarius. What are the messages? What was... All right, we have ancestors, heartbreak inverted. We have ancestor in reverse. Remember I said that something was passed down to you? If something is being passed down or something has been passed down, because we have ancestors and then we have ancestor inverted. So someone could have had a life and death situation, or you may not have realized that you had a life and death situation. Okay, it's giving me like sleep, like you didn't know that you died in your sleep, but you woke up type energy. So whatever was being passed down to you, it's already been passed down to you, or it's getting ready to be passed down to you. And I'm not saying that to um, have you thinking about like, oh my gosh, am I, no, because literally the best way to think about it, a death is out with the old, in with the new. Okay. So some of you may feel different. You don't feel like yourself. You're like, okay, why I can't think of any negative things? Why is it that I just, you may not have any thoughts. You can't create any. And it's like, it's a reason for that. We have communication inverted. Okay. There's something that you're not supposed to know at this time. Just try that. For you, the answers that you seek will come through action. We have you are good, watching, confirming what we were saying in the beginning of your agenda. We have gaslight. I don't know if this is inverted or upright. So we'll keep this as a side note. So if you are gaslit, or if you are the gaslighter, be mindful, because there's a truth here, a truth or a manipulation. But if it's a manipulation, do understand that someone's definitely being there. Remember I said someone's good deeds are highly spoken of? So whoever's doing the dysfunction, like, be mindful. But for the most part, I'm not seeing you, Sagittarius, doing any crazy BS. Point blank period. We have good gone bad. Did I speak too soon? Love spells and truth in reverse. All right. I think I said enough. Okay. What is this? It says feeling like SHIT and fed up with the BS. So, and truth was inverted. So, meaning I didn't say reverse. So it's not giving me something that occurs that comes to you like bad karma. So let's keep going. Those were those alleged messages. Give me some what's up messages for Sagittarius, please. All right. Yeah. Watch out for this troublemaker. I don't know. Place of reference. Like I said, Sagittarius, it's not you, or it's someone that's in your fire energy. Someone, so you know how they have you ever seen shows where they have a double is created, and the double is always the one trying to take over the life of the good one? And then there's this moment where the good one has to fight to prove that they're the good one. It's giving me that, Sagittarius, in the next 72 and moving forward. You no longer have to prove that you are the one, that you were the good Samaritan. You hear that? All the Samaritans go through a lot of BS. You don't have to worry about that. Don't worry about no troublemakers. All right. All right, I'm being guided. That is your what's up messages, troublemakers. This is giving me like a cup of coffee, or some tea called troublemaker. Like, let me get a troublemaker. I don't know. And let's see. All right. What messages do you have for my Sagittarius, please? What other additional messages do you have for my Sagittarius? Sagittarius, we have coherence. It says the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with frequency of the mind from an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. Remember, I say your good deeds are being highly spoken of. This is what this is. All action is just, and it's being recognized. For others of you, you are recognizing and you are practicing admiration in the next 72. All right. What other messages do you have for Sagittarius in the next 72? All right. It looks like I saw it. It's Virgo. No, it ain't. It is the Five of Cups. I saw this little cloth, this cloak, and I was like, oh, it's Virgo. No, Scorpio, a water sign. See, it says, feel your grief, but know that know that things will get better. Standing your ground. hmm Following your instincts. This is what you have to do. You're not required, but it's like by any means. It's giving me a Sagittarius, like standing your ground at this time. It's going to stabilize everything. All right. Let's see, Goddess Oracle. And then we will pull overall focus and your angel guide message, Sagittarius. I don't think we need to do overall direction because you have the Five of Cups. So whatever you are letting go and standing your ground is something that you've been wanting to do or say. We have undenying love because you have to. Purification inverted. If things doesn't change, it's like, okay, well then I have to take the full responsibility, and that's Queen of Pentacles energy. Taking the lead role, it says, the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. This is also a past loved one, or this is the gift that was passed down, some type of wisdom that's been passed down, because someone had a near-death experience and you didn't even know that's what happened. I'm just saying, when you're sleeping. And that's not to put fear in you. Others of you, it's just a life and death situation, out with the old, in with the new. Okay? This is a safe space. All right. And then we have being true, Sagittarius. And I will put exactly what this card says in the... Actually, I'm not. That's too much work. Okay. So this is what it says. It says, I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I feel like someone's crying, but it's of joy. Let me say this again. If you have short attention span, you can pause it, come back. Love you. It says, I am true. This is about being true. And there is this reading where I was talking, it's on the podcast, where I was talking about I was saying the ovary, but I meant the egg. And how how the semen actually is not force, it's penetrates based off the vibration. And that analogy was given based off of vibing high and vibing low. It's having the birth of new Empress energy as well. And also stay tuned, because I did receive a message about abort, and I am going to release those soon. So I just need to have the go, and when I have the space to do it. So being true, I don't know if you can see that. It's like it made it through here. Okay. And that's what it was. It's this light. This has nothing to do with actual fornication. This is a spiritual birth here. I don't know who you are, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Moving forward. So this card says, like, yeah, spiritual light. Come on, get to the card. I am. Be patient with me. Okay. As I'm being patient with myself, I'm excited too. All right. It says, I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence with who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. Okay? And you can always write that down, make a little sticky note, put it in notes in your phone, whatever. All right. Any side notes for Sagittarius? Let's see. Any more side notes? Let's see. It's coming up. Any side notes? Any more side notes for my side? Ooh, okay. I don't. It's kind of confusing. Okay, look at you. See this? I have this. Okay. All right. This is giving me three situations here. All right. First situation, we have prudence, which is the Eight of Pentacles. Focus to detail, having keen. Some of you are now keen, meaning you are either you got a new job where it requires you to focus to detail. So old habits no longer exist, so that you can be productive at work. If this has to do some kind of service that you provide with the Eight of Pentacles here, and these are coins as well. So some of you are focused on your bag, and we have the Empress. Remember, I had just said the Empress and pertaining to you being true. Yeah. And then we have failure. Don't think too hard in the next 72. If you feel like you're done with something or someone, you follow your instinct. That's basically what the overall energy for fire energy, which is in your house, Sagittarius, which is the ninth house. And your house deals with inspiration, being inspired. So if it doesn't inspire you, if it stops you from being inspired, if it stops you from being focused, you're standing your ground. Okay. That was the first group. Second group, we have love, which is a choice. This is the perfect um, card here. If you can see how everything is 100, not 50-50 if you really pay attention. And we have the lotus here. So I like this. And it could be same sex, but it doesn't have to be. It's all about perception. I'm seeing that someone who's heterosexual, you find the moment you slow down, you see a connection that you did not see. So you could be married or in a relationship, and someone's bestie may be more than, or you're glimpsing two besties get a little closer, but they haven't done anything, but you're starting, because you were so occupied, you are starting to see something transpire. All right. We have, what is this? The painter in reverse is someone not inspired, and that's the truth. Until you get out of the way of thinking that if you have if you have trust issues, until you break that spell of issues of trust, you're going to continually be your own blockage. Okay, that's that group. And the last but not least, you want to be the authoritative one? You want to be the one to make the call the shots? Or do you want to be the extra one playing behind the scenes? Do you want to play your position, or do you want to hold a position? I don't know what that means. All right. Maybe you can make some sense and drop some comments down for me. All right. Overall focus. Like, you know, those were those agendas. Okay. Overall focus for Sagittarius. Intervention and purpose. Stand your ground, love. And this is what you've been wanting to do. It could be nervous, especially if this is a conversation that's been way overdue. And you have enough time, and now you have gentle words. Well, you know how someone could just say, you could be so mad but sound so calm, and when you're done talking, it leaves the person speechless. It's not the moment of, the moment you walk away and you realize that's what someone said, and you're like, should I have? No, it's not that. This is you claiming your life again, claiming authority, claiming purpose. It says divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Remember those ancestors? Okay, that loved one, happiness is your purpose. My Sagittarius. Everyone deserves to be happy, but now that you know how to maintain your happiness, I don't think you're being selfish because you don't want no one to taint your happiness. Ouch. And you can say it just like that. You're not gonna taint my happiness. Someone has an ex, and because they were out there doing the most, sleeping with Sally and Joe, like they're tainted. You're like, I don't want you, you tainted. So it ain't gonna never be the same. Sorry. All right. Angel guide message for my Sagittarius. And that's definitely going to be a tower moment for someone because it's going to make them realize that they didn't respect their body, mind, body, or soul. Okay, anyway. But there's nothing wrong with, I have to say this because if you're single, a bachelor, however you want to label it, and you want to experience, what is it? Sowing your royal oats. You want to go out there and do it smart. And don't be reckless. Like if you slept with someone today, give it time. Don't sit there and sleep with 3 different people the same day. Not only you're not respecting yourself for others, this could be what the person is that you think is tainted. That is, it says take a step back. I told you there's a fire sign. The moment you take a step back is a moment you start to see things clearly. Some of you are going to see that somebody's besties, you're going to see a connection, but you can't like react because you don't really have proof, but you see it, you feel it, it's clear as day. You place it where it fits. It doesn't have to be in that scenario, but it's something you see, all truth, but you standing your ground doesn't backfire on you. You trusting your instincts and going with the flow. What does the step back talk about? What is the angel guide message here? Take a step back. It feels like when I said it again, take a step back, it feels like your guides are saying, take a step back so we can show you favor, so we can work on your behalf. Like you don't have to be in control all the time. Remember what was this one about playing your position with the Princess of Cups and the Prince of Cups here? I'm hearing you can have it all. Anywho, moving forward, don't allow anyone to ruffle your feathers. It says when we try to rush ahead and force something to happen, we can often miss signal signs and messages that are encouraging us to change course. If you have a big decision to make now, are in the midst of moving a project forward, your angel guides are encouraging you to take a step back and breathe. All right. It says what is for you won't go by you. Your angels are encouraging you to step into the energy of trust. Oh, my. Okay. Listen, Sagittarius, I love you. I appreciate you showing up. I hope I did well by showing up for you. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. And this is the healthy love that we practice in the SGL community.